Hello everyone, this is Epigenic Gamer and welcome to our brand new Let's Play series. It's going to be a long one. It's Pillars of Eternity. The game is out for a while now, but as you can see at the top right corner, the White March Part 2, which is an expansion of the game, just released, and this brought the game to my attention. And I actually really, it seemed interesting to me, so I wanted to give it a shot. I'll just play the game on normal and we'll see after one or two parts if it's too easy or not, and we always might crank up the difficulty of the game. I hope you can hear this, by the way, but I just found a way to almost completely negate any background noise. So I'm very happy with that, because if any one of you has seen the guest Let's Play, it had a substantial amount of background noise.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay then. So this is the character creation, and I think I'll skip this in the video for now, and I'll show you the character when it's finished, and we'll explain what I've done. So, I finally made something that I'm interested to try. So, Mermail, just cause. For a race, I went with Wild Orland, which is basically the gnomes. Went for the rogue, picked up Blinding Strike, and this is just your passive sneak attack. So it uses the rogue's ability to approach unseen, adding weapon damage to their attacks when the target is blinded, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stuck, stunned, or weakened. Basically, you think every single type of disable. As well as when any target is struck within 2 seconds of combat starting. So it's just to get good openers and that kind of shit. So I went for the Deadfire Archipelago, because that's the only one where you can actually get dexterity, which is like the main stat for rogues. Appearance, well, you can't really alter your appearance on this race, so it seems you can just only change the skin, and I'm trying to match it to one of the portraits. So yeah, this looks like the best I could do. We went for the feisty voice, because that is just...
My eyes are peeled.
You can hear it.
I've got this.
It's
Let's
just...
go!
That's what made me giggle so much, especially in comparison, well, with the character, and the rest is just all way too low, and I don't think I need a female voice on my little rodent. So yeah, Little, the level 1 rogue. Let's go. Caravan Master Udima. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging... Jesus. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
So Aduma looks over his shoulder at his assistant, the lanky, intense man named Spaffa, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. He blah blah blah, nods in your direction. Spaffa nods and slides the warm bow over his shoulder. So where
They
do we
grow
find
on
the
a
berries?
bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
So what are the ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear. Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
It's dangerous
Not
in
if you
here.
hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
There's concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. So what kind of weather?
This
do we
time of
get?
year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
So what are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
So we'll go to find the berries.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
We're by far the smallest freaking guy in this group, but yeah, we're the ones that are not helpless.
Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man.
So there
Let's
we
get
go.
going before you keel over.
So welcome to Pillars of Eternity. If this is your first visit to the world of Eora, you may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interfaces available to you. Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside the Glonfathan, there we go, got it, Glonfathan ruins, Udima has assigned Kalisha to help you. Kalisha is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defense. Use her abilities to complement your own. To select a party member, click on the selection circle, their portrait, or press the number button that corresponds to their positioning in the party, starting with 1 at the left. To select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen and drag the marquee over the circles of the party members you'd like to include. To move selected characters, click anywhere on the screen where your cursor is a circle of 4 wedges. All selected characters will path to their corresponding position in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk on that part of the map. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character's options, select only that character.
Yeah?
There we go. So,
Anyone need
should
supplies?
be oh, there we go.
I've got sundries for sale.
Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on the selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way, but others will have larger conversation to explore. The merchant, Hyoden, has a conversation that opens the store with equipment for sale. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Got a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Sure. What do we have? How do you do that? Okay, so we have a saber, and it doesn't say anything to me, in all honesty, yet. So can we go? No, stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces, CP, or items in the store's inventory. Merchants buy items for a greatly reduced price. If you sell something, you may see it appear in the store's inventory with a much higher cost. Stores periodically refresh their inventories.
Something else you need?
I keep right clicking, but it's left click. That's great. Don't think we need anything, right? Yeah, whatever. Let's go.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Thank you,
Let's
Sparkle.
check by those outcroppings.
Let's just go here. Oh, the path winds through a narrow canyon back the way you came.
You shouldn't stray too far.
Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans. Oh wait, let's pick that up. Okay. Fitness opportunity combat uses a possible real-time system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met, at the start of combat, for example. So we got Blinding Strike. What does Glisha have? Second Wind? No clue. And a knockdown, let's just use it. One of your characters has been engaged in melee. When characters are engaged, they immediately stop moving. If they move again, they will provoke a disengagement attack from the enemies engaging them. Your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate attacks against them with melee weapons. All characters in the game, friend or foe, have 4 primary defenses against attack: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, level, items, and other effects. Accuracy is compared to the appropriate defenses when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the target defense, the attack suffers a penalty to the roll, and it's more likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above the target defense, the attack is more likely to result in a crit. Jesus. All attacks that do damage have to overcome the target's damage reduction DR. An enemy's DR reduces the incoming damage by the listed amount down to a minimum percentage. If you are having difficulty hurting an enemy, try switching to a weapon or attack that does a different damage type. Most enemies are strong against 1 or 2 damage types and weak against similar numbers. Okay, so we just read more than the actual fight. Okay, you scored a crit! Yay! A crit is a better result than a hit, and they are more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks that do damage will do more damage on crit. Attacks that inflict status effects or afflictions will have increased duration on a crit. Graces are worse than hits, and suffer decreased damage and effect durations.
Got it.
This is it.
Aight, berries. You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the carriage and just some kind of wanderer, the way I heard it. That sort of thing tends to happen with orphans, sure. I wander into the lives of fools, talk them out of money, I wander back out. You have to be when people are looking for you. This isn't your business. Yeah, I didn't like any of the options. Yeah, how is it you happen to come here? They think I have something that belongs to them, something they're pretty intent on getting back. Across dangerous people, I couldn't stick around. I don't know why they're looking for me, I don't care to find out, that isn't your business. Let's just go for it. They think I have something that belongs to them. That's a damnable run of luck. Maybe the new setting will turn things around for you. Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You hate to settle like the rest of the lot. It's hard to offer. It's a hard offer to pass up. Now I'm just passing through. I haven't given it much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plans in mind for coming this way. I hope to meet someone I fall in love. Probably the same thing I did before. Just looking for some adventure, getting into trouble, going to find some new friends. I have no idea what I'm going to next. Looking for adventure. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places, as long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time. Odemal will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. So why are you here? Kalisha sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Examadal, but I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. So I'm here, and we'll see. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Durwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Roatai and another in Ada. My sister is in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. What can you tell me about Durwood? Not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Ada Empire. Broke off after war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess, a lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. So let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like. We should check up on him first, slam him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you water.
Huh?
So let's find Sparfle. Oh, as you receive quests, your journal will update with relevant information. If you ever get stuck, open it up to review your notes. Okay, travelers maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign any way you figure it. The corpse is cold to the touch and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Leather armor and a lockpick. I'd say we could harvest that thing. Guess not. So, pretty much been to that's across the river.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Use the tab key to highlight interactive objects in the environment. Oh, okay. Nice.
This is recent. Not good.
Beer. The footprints around the campfire are indistinct. I may have been here for days or longer. Let's look around a bit more. Can't go any further. Why is there a lamp right there? Dig cap. Let's pick up the water around. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You have gained an item, full water skin added to the stash. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulder like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Okay. You go for that one. Wait. Wait. There we go. There you go for that one.
Yeah?
Wow. Okay, that was really fast. That shit hurts,
Come on,
man.
we have to get back to camp.
No, just take everything for now. Okay, when a party member takes damage, they will start to lose endurance and health. Their portrait will begin to fill with a red overlay, and the health bar to the left of that portrait will slowly start to decrease. When the portrait fills entirely red, the characters will be knocked out. Potions and spells can be used to restore endurance to keep characters in the fight, but health can only be restored by resting. Okay. Oh, so endurance is your health during battle, and health is just like your total.
No problem.
Health. That just. Okay, get it. That just yeah. Struggling to find the right word. Yeah, so your health decreases in total, while your endurance is only used in battle. That was way harder than it should be to say that. Let's knock this guy down as well. I'll go towards this guy. That damage is so insane.
Let's go!
Yeah, let's take everything.
No problem.
So yeah, you can see I have again 36 endurance, but my health dropped. So everyone died? Aww. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Yonin, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life, or a fight you will lose. So why have you done this? You have trespassed in places of which no mortal man is worthy. You are trespassers and plunderers all, and we will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them, they mean to kill us. Perception? We have it anyway. The man brows creases questioning. We have killed many trespassers, like you. Your kills are sloppy. The wounds on these people are inefficient and off target. This is the work of untested men accustomed to carelessness. The man bares his teeth. He looks at Yoden, helpless. His eyes shut tightly for the killing blow. The man spit. We'll see whose courage is unmasked. He shoves Yoden towards you. As he does, the man rakes his blade against Yoden's torso. Yoden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man set his foot to engage you, his axe raised high. Oh wait, so Yoden is... Okay, guess he's still there. Why can I use it? Go. There we go.
Sure.
Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion's now silent amongst the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Oh, Odima is still alive? Seated against the wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and... Oh, no, he's not. Chest and bowel, Odima's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Okay. Oh, wait, so this is a Buick. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. I am sorry, but some of these tags, they are very heroic, but I can't get over the fact that I'm playing a small rodent. It's so funny. Eodin trails behind, slowed by an injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who have been feigning death lunges for Eodin and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Eodin lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the winds. From your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Sure. Yeah, grab a rock. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Eodin loose. Lurching to his feet, Eodin clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Eodin to set his feet and join you on the trembling edge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling winds now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances as you dart beneath the old archway. The entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Okay.
Was that?
Yeah.
A Buick. Had to be.
Okay.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
As she eyed the ragged slash across Eodin's belly. Eodin's jaw tightens. He nods. So...
Yeah.
I think I'll end it here for now, guys. I hope you enjoy Pillars of Eternity, and I hope you really enjoyed part 1. It seems like a very interesting series, and I would love for it to continue. So thank you again for watching part 1 of Pillars of Eternity. This is Epigenic Gamer, and you have yourself a very good night. See ya!